Hi, I'm Katy Perry, and I'm here to talk to you about poetry. Why would I be here to talk to you about poetry? It's because I'm a poet. A poet, you say? I thought she was a singer and a rock star. Well, I am. But my music, it also starts with a poem. My songs are like poems set to music. So, yes, I am a poet. But what is poetry? I'll tell you. Poetry is a style of writing that uses a formal organization that is often divided into lines or stanzas, and it refers to something beautiful. Sometimes poems rhyme, and sometimes they don't rhyme. It's totally up to you. There's a ton of artistic freedom when it comes to poetry. Poetries are a genre of literature. I love the word genre because it's super fancy. And you know what genre is because you've been talking about genres since first grade. A lot of times poems, they evoke feelings and emotions from us. So your teacher tells me that you're going to be spending a few weeks talking about poetry and learning about different styles and whatnot. And I'm excited that I was chosen as the first poet for you to study. And you're probably like, poet again? And you're having a hard time making that association. Well, let me read you some of the words to my songs and you can decide if it's poetry or not. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under, scream, but no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's a chance for you because there's a spark in you? You just got to ignite the light and let it shine. Just own the night like the 4th of July. Because, baby, you're a firework. Now, I think your teacher is going to send you that poem to let you examine it a little more closely. And that'll be the first poem that you delve into with your poetry unit that she says you're doing for the next few weeks. Now, she also wanted for me to talk to you about haiku poems. I love haiku, simple, short poems. If you don't know what haiku poetry is a Japanese form of poetry. Very simple poems. They're 3 lines, and they follow the rule of 5-7-5. 5 syllables in the first line, 7 in the second line, and 5 again in the third line. Now, what's a syllable, you may say? Well, I'll tell you. A syllable is a word part. Often we can clap out the word parts of our poems for syllables. Syllables are like water, bed, Katie, firework. So they're parts of words. So make sure when you're studying haiku, you understand that it goes 5-7-5. I hear you're going to be writing some haiku poetry this week for your poetry books, which will be a collection that, hey, maybe one day you can turn them into songs too, just like me. So I'm going to let you go now. But again, don't forget what haiku poems are. They're Japanese poetry. Oh, and I totally forgot to mention, they're oftentimes about things in nature, most often. So like wind and flowers and grass and fire and anything that occurs in nature. They're very natural poems. Unlike me, I'm very unnatural. So make sure you understand that when you're writing your haikus. I'm sure your teacher will send you more information. After all, I'm just here to introduce your poetry unit to you. But I did hear her say that another famous poet would be visiting you soon. I wonder who it's going to be. So enjoy your poetry unit and have fun. And remember, you are a firework. All you need is a little spark and you are going to light up the sky. So have fun with your unit and don't forget word parts are syllables, 5-7-5 for a haiku, and poetry is a type of literary genre that we can either rhyme or not, and it helps us express our feelings. Sometimes they're a little bit more difficult to understand than other types of genres, but I'm sure that you're so smart, you will have no problem. So I'll see you soon. Enjoy your poetry unit, my fireworks.